standing in a white light.
Ah, beautiful. You're standing in a white light. How does it feel to stand in that white light?
It's lovely, it's so emotional. It's just flowing with emotions. Love.
You're standing in a beautiful white light that's flowing with loving emotion.
Yes.
Ah, very good. And I want you to just look down where you're standing. What are you wearing on your persons? What do you how do you perceive your form?
I feel very tall and slim, and I have some kind of uniform, some blue uniform or something.
Ah, blue uniform. Very nice. And what's on your feet? Does it cover your feet?
I can't see my feet, they're all in the white light, so it's
Ah, very good.
too bright.
Someone is coming forward to greet you, and I want you to receive them.
Greetings.
Greetings.
You can call me Maya.
Welcome, Maya, and thank you for coming.
I have come to transceive a message to my star seed. He has been waiting for some time now. I want him to know that we are going to travel together into a dimension when he will receive the knowledge of some technology. Technology that can be used in the future for benefits for many and to also higher the vibration, to learn to higher the vibration of his surroundings. He has been in training for this for a long time now, and now it's time to set this in action. I'm talking to you from the 11th dimension, from a star system your scientists call Kepler 11. And here is where we're going to travel to this station together. I have to higher his vibration very high to be able to communicate.
Thank you.
I will now, if you so wishes, answer your questions.
The technology, and you're speaking, when you say you're speaking to your starseed, you're speaking above of Lars, is this correct?
Confirmative.
And you're raising Lars's vibration in order to receive this information about this technology, is this correct?
For him to be able to connect with me.
Very good. He has been feeling that he's been getting this information, and he's had a hard time attempting to interpret it. And in this moment of now, if you could elaborate on what he hadn't been able to receive, and to go into whatever detail you could possibly share with us in this moment, we would be profoundly appreciative.
We have contacted him in many levels and prepare him for this high vibration that he's soon going to experience. We needed to adopt his cellular and DNA structure to be able to do this travel. We have come into his surroundings in different shapes to help him with this.
Were you the orbs that he's seen, the blue and the white and the light yellow, pale yellow?
That was energy coming from us.
Very good. This particular technology, how will that technology influence what's going on the planet?
He would now bring forward technology about energy. We see that you're extorting the Gaia's supply, and that's not a good thing. So many
Works.
is using this to gather wealth and personal power, and we will try to put this to an end.
Try.
There is always free will, and it will not be an easy task, but I think we will prevail in this soon.
Excellent.
And more will be revealed for you, because so many of you have asked in prayer, in energy, for us to help and intervene. And now we decided in the councils that it's time to do so.
Excellent. And all of those of us who are praying, we are very grateful that you have heard our cries and our inquiries,
We
our
have
pleas.
to realize that we are always connected in whichever level we are in for the moment.
This particular technology, will you please elaborate on the technology and how it will function?
It will help you with electricity. It will help you to warm your living places, and it will be free. I cannot go into directly the way it works, because we know that you're going to share this message, and we don't want that technology to be explored in the wrong way.
Understood. A lot of people have been killed or paid off thus far who's attempted to present this type of free energy technology.
That is correct, and that's now time to stop that going on.
Well, Lars, he will be protected, will he not, from any of that type of interaction?
He will always be protected. He will always feel our presence, and he will have easy way to communicate with us in the future.
When will it be safe or for I mean, you're saying that he's getting these downloads about this technology, I guess, at the right time when the energy is right and certain factors are no longer coming into play, any negative or what have you, then he will be able to release this.
We are going to give him knowledge during this year. We are going to share with him in different stages and at different times about this knowledge. That's why we need him to travel with us to understand. And we can perceive that in a couple of years this will come in action and will benefit the humanity on your planet.
Are you about to travel with him now?
I'm going to visit him really soon, and we have to have conversation out over this session that I will share with him.
Understood. How is he doing? You're holding a really high vibration. Is he okay?
It's okay, but it's affecting his whole DNA structure, but there's no danger in this.
Very good. And so the information that he had been seeking, this is basically the information that he desired. And so we understand and we are very grateful for you relinquishing what you've been able to relinquish thus far.
It's time now. It's so much questions, it's so much fear, it's so much hatred that it has to be stopped.
Well, we definitely concur with that. And will it be a problem, like you said, that we're going to share this? Will the wrong people or the people who would like to see this process not happen, will they see this? Will it make them try and do something to stop him or?
There will be some obstacle, of course, and there will be some hard work to put this out, but we will support him and many of you star seeds in this effort, so we can see that there's no way they can stop this in a longer time. It's going to happen.
Here's a question I wanted to ask. When persons like Lars and maybe myself, when we hold such a high energetic vibration of unconditional love, is it possible for those with the lower vibration who would like to stop this to even perceive us or our works at all?
They will not be able to perceive the communication going on when they are in a lower density. They can just try to figure out what's happening, but they are not smart enough to do that. They have help from entities for a long time on your planet. They're doing some back engineering in many fields, but they will never raise their vibrations.
We're under the impression from these sessions that we've been having that all of the negative, at least the extraterrestrials and dimensionals, have been deported from the planet and only their minions are left still trying to hold on to their weak power.
Your government and many governments around the earth has been in cahoots with the Greys with no souls. They are trying to give your government's technology for your war machine. And they are now not able to give any more. They have emptied the resources for your government to perceive and understand.
And that is that has that the stopping of that of the grays, has that been recent or had that taken place in what we would call in the past 3 years?
It's been going on for a longer time period than this. It's going on. This started after what you say, your last world war. This technology exchange. And the exchange the Grey had was that they could do experiment with you humans, and the goal is to perceive the knowledge of a soul, because they can't understand that that is outside your body, outside your DNA. It's an energy which they never is going to get hold of.
Understood. And they have been stopped or incapacitated completely, the grays,
It's ending as we
and
speak.
ending as we speak. Very good. Thank you.
So you will receive this in a fewer and fewer information about abduction. This is going to stop.
We were going to ask about abductions, but obviously you already knew that was going to be one of the topics. Um, so abductions by the grays are still happening in our linear time frame now.
It's going on, but it's decreasing, and soon it's going to stop.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate that. We were under the impression that it had stopped already, but
We know that some humans is in this fear state, which make them vulnerable for attacks from energy with no good purpose in mind. But as soon they learn that they have to release their fear, this is stop immediately.
excellent, excellent. Lars saw some ships, or what he thought were ships, objects in the sky over his home as he was looking out the window. Were those uh, extraterrestrial or extra dimensional ships? And was he influenced by them in any way?
Yes, they were extra dimensional, as you call it. They are here to support him and still raising up his vibration to be able to do this travel in a soon future.
And when he travels, will he travel in his physical body or will he travel in his energetic soul body or spirit body, as we call it, his light body?
He will travel with his whole energy field, but he will perceive it as he still have his body in this travel he's going to make. and his body is some way dissolving into a higher frequency, or it's not possible longer to see.
It won't be possible for him to see.
It will not be possible for anyone else to see when he left.
Ah, very good, understood.
It's important not to scare his surroundings. That can affect his possibility to have a clear energy rising. But we are helping him with this, and he getting knowledge of what is going to happen as we speak.
He will be very appreciative of all of this information. Is he receiving this information now as you're speaking through him?
It's going to be revealed for him, yes.
Oh, very good. Is there any other information that you'd like to share in this moment right now for Lars?
We would like him to put forward the message that is important for the humankind, get rid of fears, and to open their hearts for this coming transition that is impossible to stop. Because fear is the only thing that will put obstacle for you to get to a higher vibration. And if you get rid of your fears, your eyes will be open in a totally different way. And if you say to yourself, and really say to yourself, that you are a loving being, that you are loved, and that you are important in this, your eyes will be open.
Very good. He will be very, very appreciative to receive this information.
We have done work with him since he was a little child. I have been watching over him for what you say many years now. And he have seen me sometime in a body, sometime in dreams, sometime in meditation. And also like this, in this type of sessions you perform now.
That will make him feel very good because he said he's always felt like he's had this connection.
Yes. And we also send love to you and all other light workers, as you like to call them, and all the awakened people on your planet.
Will it be possible for Lars to remember the information that you're sharing with him now?
He will be able to connect with this whenever he wishes to do so.
Ah, very good. Very, very good. I wish.
Do you want to ask some more questions?
Well, I had questions about a group of entities that they're calling the Blue Avian. And I know there are blue orbs that have been showing up in my home and blue orbs that are showing up in Lars's home as well. And we were wondering what our connection was. That's the name that, of course, the planet has given them. We don't, they say they don't have a name, but
They are in a very high frequency, very close to the source, and have knowledge as long as there be knowledge to get. So there is nothing they don't understand. They are in very, very high frequency.
and are they around the planet? They said that they came in and they literally have been taking the energy that's coming off of our sun and keeping it from influencing us too much, so we won't take in too much to where it may harm our physical bodies.
They are the one that can do that and have done that. And they are also observing our work in your solar system, not only your planet that is influenced in this. All of the planets in your solar system is affected in this going on because it's the whole galaxy of yours that is going through a dimension shift in so many different areas. So they are here to oversee the work that we are providing, that you are doing, to see that it's beneficial for all. And they protecting us for radiations from the sun, because the sun is also going through a great change at the moment. But you scientists will not talk about this.
The, the change that's happening because of the energy that's coming from the galactic central sun or the center of our galaxy.
The energy that is coming in from all the universe, all beings, entity, and souls from all the universe is connected with you all now. And the sun is also raising the energy level to be able to support you in future.
So there's going to be a huge change taking place really soon in our linear existence on this planet then.
It's already in action, but it will not be some sudden change because that should be harmful.
On the other side of this, do you see how it will change our physical bodies in the years to come?
Yes, when you transceive into a higher frequency, you can choose if you still want to use your physical body as it is now, or if you want temporary, leave it, or if you don't want it anymore. You have the free will to choose this as soon as you know how to do it and understand what it's meant to be.
Very good. Well, we thank you very much. We had questions about Archangel Michael, the Divine Mother, and Saint Germain. those entities we hear about all the time, what role are they playing in what's going on the planet? One camp says that there says something negative about them, and the other camp says that they're highly evolved beings that are helping with the process on the planet. And we sort of had questions literally about some of the other channeled messages or channel messages that were coming through uh, about them. Are you the right? Could you speak on that at all?
I can share with you that this energy form you have with its names you have put on them is in the group of the blue energy, of the original energy from the creation. So they are very highly developed in and every way possible. And if you have questions, you can ask them.
Ah, very good. I, we do these sessions so we can share, and somehow all of my recording devices have all gone kaplunk right now, which means they're not working. Uh,
We are sorry for that fact, but it's the level of energy that can affect your devices. But we will see to that this message will get through.
Very good. Well, we are very appreciative for that. Um, we had a message that came through Saint Germain, and they were saying that our president was going to leave office and that another president was going to be brought in before the term was over. And the only reason why we asked, of course, we're curious, but uh, uh, whenever they make such bold statements like that, the whole Lightworker community is listening in to all of these channeled messages. And I know we've been told that we have to really be discerning about what we hear. And normally we don't ask these type of questions. So we thought today we'd ask, and of course I can't even record it, but if you could share Saint Germain and Archangel Gabriel and the Divine Mother all made reference to this in another channeling, and we're having a hard time discerning what is real and what isn't real.
We can say this, that this energy you're talking about, these entities you're talking about, will not interfere if there is no directly fear of some severe damage is going to happen. And about to talk about timelines where things is going to take place, they are compressing timeline into altogether a too small number. They compress the message of the change that is going to take place in too short terms. It will not happen that quickly, and your president will be there, his terms out, and he will be replaced with another that are more open for the need of the humans.
Thank you for that. We really appreciate that. And I can tell that you've did what you said you were going to do, and you reconnected my device here because it's now recording again. And thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, so you said that the information that that they're giving has been compressed, so it's giving them a false sense of time. We hear about Nasara, and that was something I guess that Saint Germain had presented to the planet at a given time. Is there any validity in that? Because there's lots of people all over the planet who are expecting or wishing that that trust would come forward and to eliminate a lot of their debt. And what could you share? I know these may be trivial, but for us it's not at all in any way, shape, or form.
There will come a time where all the thinking of possession is going to change completely. There will come a time when you will appreciate that you're receiving what you need to have. You have no purpose in collecting wealth and possession of anything else that is not meaningful for your life. To live your life for the purpose that you decided once that you will have. And you will see this soon. And what you're sending out in your wishes, in your prayer, is what's going to manifest. But there will be no use for collecting wealth. You will receive what you ever need is to be able to live a full life.
So everyone receiving millions of dollars, that's not that. I never.
We see it as a metaphor for receiving what you really need. And that is not million of dollars. That's it. That is knowledge, love, and understanding and respect. That is what you need, not greed.
Absolutely. I believe that wholeheartedly. How is it that so many people, well, I won't even say names, that are able to, that come forward and receive messages as such? I mean, I've never ever received a message like that, but there are people who are highly respected who put out this type of information, and everybody's waiting with bated breath and listening to every word that they say, and they actually believe it. And of course, there's lots of disinformation and things put out there on purpose, but to say that, I mean, I don't know, when I listen to them, they don't feel like they're a negative person, and they feel like they're speaking from an honest place. Is it just a misinterpretation?
Yes, we can say that that is message and information that has been misunderstood. And why they putting it out is that they think it's for the good, for the humanity, but we don't think that is a good thing to spread, because that is not going to happen in that way you're talking about. So why should every person in your country need billions of dollars? And should every person on this planet have billion of dollars? Why should I use them for? There is not plausible if you think about it.
I just think that I concur, but it's so amazing that so many people, and some people are just looking for a shred of hope. if you haven't been physically manifest on the planet for a really, really long time in this type of density, it's really hard to understand from our perspective. You know, they say it's been said that we have never dropped this low, and no one ever has ever dropped into the low density that the Earth is in. Is that true or not?
That is not true. You
So
have
they're
you have been in a lower density before.
here on this planet.
Yes.
Okay, because right now the density should be raising and rising, is it not?
Yes. And if you think about this, that this is coming out of your belief systems very much. If you go to another country, if you go to Africa and ask what they need, do you think the answer will be billions of dollars? Or do you think they will answer that we just want what we need to have a nice life? If you go to an area that is affected with war and crimes and ask them, what do you need? Do you think they will answer peace, or do you think they will answer billion of dollars? So it's not plausible and it's not possible to bring out billions of dollars to every human on this planet.
Thank you so much. I mean, I when I listen to it, I'm just like, are they serious? And why do they keep saying this? And and so I mean, some people are so desperate to think, and there's a lot of desperate people on the planet. Even I know that living here in the United States compared to living in what you would call a third world country, um, who like Africa that you pointed out, that we're in a lap of luxury compared. So I'm always amazed at how people can so believe into it or buy into it. But I'm glad you're clarifying. That's all I have to say. I'm really happy you're clarifying. I appreciate it.
We want to clarify with you that possession of anything will not fill any value in your daily life. Even if you think so for the moment, everything will lose value over time. Even if you buy some new things like a car, you feel happy for a couple of weeks, and the car will maybe do your life little easier, but that will not fill your heart with happiness. And happiness and love is the only thing that make you grow.
You're absolutely correct. I thank you very much. And how is Lars doing? Is he doing okay?
It's getting little overheated for the moment because of the vibration I have maintained. So I will step down and let him lower the vibration, but you can still take control of what you want to know, but I have to leave him now.
All right, thank you very much. We are so honored for your presence. Fair- And take a long, slow, deep breath. Feel the love moving through your body as it adjusts. And I'd like for you to bring through Hank's higher self, either Augustine or Isabel, or maybe even two of the extraterrestrials that are working with Hank.
Augustine and Isabel is here.
Oh, very good. Thank you very much for coming forward. I appreciate your presence.
Your other friends are busy for the moment.
Oh, very good. Very, very good. Um,
but as you know, be always with you.
and I'm very happy for that. I see that everything that you've ever told me is all coming to fruition, and I apologize if I ever had any doubt, and for sometimes behaving almost like a spoiled brat.
We love your hack, and why should you lie for yourself?
Wow, exactly. Um, I put my notice in at that place, and immediately the phones start ringing off the hook with people who'd like to come in and do sessions with me. And that is making me very happy because I'm very happy doing these. And I,
We
I,
like to keep you busy, you know that.
oh, I can tell. I'm really happy that you keep me busy because uh, regardless to whatever, I still have bills and I have to keep up my half of my partnership. And I would really like to get out of debt, if possible, or I know it's possible.
You're working in the right direction and on the right path. You're doing just great.
I had a desire, the entity that just spoke, the 11th dimensional entity that spoke with Lars, had spoke about the blue avian, and he was really relinquishing really amazing information. And you probably sat and watched me run through my house while they were speaking, looking for a recording device because this one, for some reason, just went off. Why did this one go off? It was fully charged. Was it too much vibration coming through?
Yes, it was a very high frequency, and you are connected to him in Sweden, so it's affect everything around you too.
Okay. So,
But we think you're fine now.
very good. May I ask again, Uh, do you listen? Are you when these sessions happen? Do you come in and listen to everything that's being said and communicated? I figure if I'm here, you have to then.
Everything that is to you, we perceive, but we can't perceive. Everything that is to your partner,
Oh, understood.
that's not for us to know.
Very good. And my partner, as in Lars, who's in Sweden, receiving the information from the high being. Is that what you mean?
He is your partner in so many different areas, many different things that you even couldn't dream of.
Have we? Well, so we've been working together in these type of capacities for a long time, huh?
For a long time and for many times. You did a great work when you was on this planet with all waters, when you were in a different body.
When I was a whale,
That's correct.
he was a dolphin, wasn't he?
He was a dolphin.
What type of work could we have done together in that capacity as those species?
You had a high frequency that you shared out of your own realm and surroundings, and you did that by communicate, by sending energy out in the universe.
Understood. Is that why the time that I bilocated when I was in the park in Ohio and I took my shoes off and I was hiking and I stepped into the stream, and then all of a sudden my body was in the ocean and I was floating in front of a huge orca whale. Is that what I was connecting with the type of species that I was?
That took you back to that time when you held that frequency and knowledge because of your recollection of your DNA, your DNA connected to that part of your lifespan.
That was pretty spontaneous too. I just stepped in the water and it was miraculous. It was instant, and
Water is a miraculous medium.
oh, very good.
You should all pressure it very highly and take care of it. It's
I know.
very precious in the totality of the universe. It's abundant in some places and it's lacked in very many other places. So take care of it. You have that responsibility to take care of your planet together.
I know when I take a shower or if I get into a bath, I always send the energy through the water and imagine that it's touching all the water on the entire planet.
That's
I,
a good thing. And that's water is recycling again. As long as you don't put poison, other chemical in there, it will be fine.
I noticed lately a lot of whales and dolphins have been beaching themselves and dying, and it really makes me sad to see it, knowing the connection that I have had with the species and even Lars himself. Is there a reason why that's happening? Or what is the reasoning?
They are feeling this transition into a higher frequency, and some of them have decided to go on to other area of development. And some of them are distracted and, as you say, beaches by mistake. And that is something they have decided in their contracts.
Understood. Understood. You know, there's one question that I've never asked, and I'm not even sure why I don't, but I'm going to ask it now, and hopefully you could go ahead and enlighten me since I'm speaking about past incarnations. In my second incarnation, I believe that I was Jewish, and I dreamt, and how I came to the conclusion, not because someone told me in one of these sessions, it's because, you know, I've been keeping my dreams for about 12 years, and I had the reoccurring dreams of them chasing me and following me and chasing me and following me, and then they finally caught me in the dream. They put me in the gas chamber with 3 of my brothers from this life, and that's how we died. Would that be an accurate depiction of the second life as a human being in my last life that I had, my last incarnation on a linear spectrum? Is that what happened to me?
You have been here many more times than what you perceive. You have been here many more times than 3 times. But you have decided not to bring them forth because you have no need of knowledge of them. And yes, that has happened. And it's originated from your work with the entity you call Jesus in the time of the Egyptians and the Romans. And you decided then, in that life, that you will show yourself, live your life like an Jew, and in that way make an imprint in history for coming generations.
And how did was that helpful?
It was helpful for your knowledge, and it was helpful for the history.
So, uh, well, since the subject matter is up, and I'm just going to ask, and of course, if you don't want to tell me, or if it's not meant for me to know, then of course I know you're not going to answer. But in the session that I did with a young man named Nate, he said that I'd been here 3 times in terms of in a physical body, 3 times, and as a human being, and one didn't count because my mom had a miscarriage. And I was also told in the session that I had decided that I didn't, I changed my mind, and now this time I'm back here as a human. Now I know they've told me I've been on the planet a lot of times as a lot of, as different animals and different types of things. So yeah, I guess it would be incorrect to say that I'd only manifest 3 times as a physical human being, male, female, something to that sort. So how you said I didn't bring that information forward because I didn't think it was important, or how does that?
You have done work on this planet over 50,000 times. You have been here in so many different forms and energy, and you have been transforming this planet many times before, and you have been a human being for more than 3 times. We can say that you have been a human being at least 14 times.
14?
Correct. And that life you were talking about was as a female in the gas chamber. Can you remember that?
Was I Jewish?
Yes.
It's really interesting. I never thought about what my sex was in that. I just know that when they caught me, we were in that chamber and we were all smushed together, and it was horrible. And in one of the sessions, they said my last life was very, very hard. Oh, you guys said that. You said it was really hard, and you came forward, and that's why you've been with me so closely this time around. Um,
That's correct.
which is
It's
probably
because that scarred you in so many ways, also that experience. So we have to do some healing on you and are close to you for you to be able to heal and become a harmonized being in this lifetime.
14 lifetimes, you say.
Yes. And you have to understand that if you're entering this world as a female or as a male, you vibrate differently and your frequency is little different, and your goals with that life you're writing a contract for is totally different from lifetime to lifetime.
And this contract in this lifetime, what have we gotten ourselves into?
And Isabella is laughing. And you say exactly what you wanted is what is happening. And
Yeah, but I'm here. Oh, if I'm here, that means she's here then, right?
sure,
And she laughs or whatever, but is it possible for her to have when she comes to the plant when I come in as a female, is it her and if is it her more of her who's focused here
you
than myself?
totally have holding her frequency when you are a female, yes.
Oh, okay. I'm sort of holding it now too, what? Maybe?
You're holding a bit of everything and you're doing just great and you are on your path and so much will change for you that we will not elaborate on for the moment.
Of course not.
No, you know it.
Please tell me this is the last the last time. We're gonna go somewhere else next time, right?
If you so decide, yes.
This is a really beautiful planet. I've barely gotten to see it this time around.
And you will be here for a long, long time, yes.
Maybe a couple hundred years in this body.
That's not impossible.
I haven't chosen. We don't come and choose contracts in advance before. I mean, because this one isn't complete yet, and I know in this one we're going to make this transformation into this higher dimension, and we could live to be hundreds of years old. But we don't make contracts in advance. Or you guys already thinking about what you want to send me into the? It's us that's coming, but somehow two of you are there, and one of me is here, and you two are me. So,
So you are us. So are we not always together?
yes, that's true. So would I be your avatar then?
That was funny. Yes, you can be our avatar, but
But is
you're controlling us also.
oh, am I?
Sure.
And how am I doing that? Every time I masturbate when I probably shouldn't be?
Now they're
Is
both laughing.
is it a bad thing that I masturbate as much as I do?
No, not as long as you think it's good for you.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's mine, so I should be able to do anything I want to with it, right?
Exactly.
Okay, very good. I'm just so we got that clear.
But you have to put out your love, Hank, and you're doing that. And you have to put out also some of your intention in this lifespan. And you're doing that also. You're doing that in your poems. You're doing that, sharing this with so many people. And the right people is able to take part in this through your work and through many others' works. But you're doing just a fine work. And
Whenever I get upset about someone criticizing me, how does that make you guys feel? Do I embarrass you in a sense, or do you laugh?
it shouldn't be any idea if you were here with nothing to carry around. You have some obstacle that you need to make you go forward also. And trust is an issue for you. And also a short or irritable personality sometimes. But it's a part of you and it's not harming. So as, if you not use it to do harm, it will not do harm. So it's okay.
I don't have any intention of harming anyone ever.
You have
Well,
to understand, as a human being, you are also a very emotional being. That's a part of being human. And that is also a very unique ability to have these emotions. So pressure them.
I do. I really do. And of course, as soon as you say 14 lives, I'm like, oh my God, what was I? And I'm not going to go into all kind of questions about them, but have I always and I'm just curious. Of course, I'm curious, and I'm going to ask whatever I could possibly get you to relinquish.
That's a part of your personality.
Yes. So, had I ever been? I don't think I've ever been evil or had or nefarious intent. Have I ever? I don't think I've come to the planet like that. Have I? Have I ever been a murderer or a rapist or?
No, you have never had that attention to do any harm, but you, in some lifetime, have been egoistic and thinking about yourself, but that was needed for you to have that experience also.
I can imagine that for sure. But I'm doing better.
It's not wrong to be selfish sometimes because you need to nurture your own love for yourself also. As long as you do it in the right purpose and in the right way, it will not harm you or anyone else.
Well, here's a question that I thought about, and I thought that I may have already knew the answer since we're answering, and I'm appreciating all of it. Um, is it when you come to the earth, when one decides to manifest on the earth, do they have to come here and be everything and live thousands and thousands of lives, or can they come to the earth and have an experience and then move on to that's a
You can come here just once for just one purpose and then move on.
so you don't have to come and be everything that exists in existence on the planet in order to be able to get off of. Because I never ever thought that the Earth was a school. I just thought it was a place to go and experience what you're not, or.
In a way, it's a school, but it's a school to learn about feelings.
Okay.
Feelings is something unique to humanity, and to experience all kind of feelings, you need to be in the body. You can't experience ache, you can't experience be betrayed or any else of your feelings if you're not is in this form.
Understood. Do you see the planet healing in this? I'm sorry, I may have asked this before. I don't know why it's going through my mind again in terms of healing. And there's so many sick and so many people going through so many really horrible things. And I know they've chosen them, and I know part of it is part of their contract or whatever. But what about all the people who didn't make the contract and has been influenced by these man-made diseases and things like that? And like Dolores Cannon, and she developed this technique of quantum healing hypnosis. She's been able the technique has been able to heal people. Are you only able to be healed if it's something that wasn't in your contract?